Hey there, Robert.
Oh,
Robert.
how are you?
How's it going?
So far, so good.
Hear me?
Been looking up a bunch of stuff
Can you hear me?
about the Milton
Can you hear
model.
me talk?
What's that?
I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Let's try this. Not microphone has changed to microphone array.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I don't know if can you hear
I
me?
am speaking.
But you can't hear me.
I can hear you.
You can hear me, but I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Hang on, let me come right back.
Nope, I can't hear you. I'm getting started. My name is Isla. This is News and This is Most Things Hypnosis. My News and Hypnosis actually airs every Saturday on the Austin Reed Network on Roku and Amazon Fire. And that's News and Hypnosis. But this is Most Things Hypnosis live at 5 every Thursday. And I'm here with Santa Claus. Can you hear me now, Santa?
Oh, I can hear you.
Still
Can you
can't hear
me?
you. If you're talking, I cannot hear you.
Yes, I am talking.
Yes, but I can't hear you.
I am
I don't know what you're saying because I can't hear you. Put it in the chat, but okay, you don't have to talk. Shut your mouth and let me just do my thing. I have to get home pretty soon. People are going to laugh at us right now. Anyway, I'm just going to do it real quick because I have another engagement. Appointment I have to be at in a little bit. But here's the thing. I don't even have a but first today. Oh man, and I can't hear you to give me something funny, but I did learn something this week that made kind of some sense. I learned that billionaires are not procrastinators. So if you're looking at, I want to become a millionaire or whatever, great. What are you doing about it? Where are you at with it? What are you doing to accomplish that goal? If you're wanting to buy a house this year, let's say, what are you doing towards that to buy a house? What actions are you taking towards it? You want to build a business or start a business? What actions are you taking towards that end? I don't know if I'll ever be a billionaire or a millionaire or anything like that. It's not my aspiration, and I don't think God would trust me with it in the first place. So ain't happening. Anyway, knowing that you have a story to tell, that you have a story within you that you learned throughout your life, and now you want to make some changes, going from procrastination to motivated go-getter. It can happen. You have to change your mind in order to change your life. Hypnosis helps you change your mind so that your life can change. It's not the other way around. So first it has to come from within for it to be without, to come from come on the outside. There's something I was reading, some old notes that I had taken about strategy. We all have strategies how we do things. Strategies develop and create behaviors. So if you have a strategy, it's the tyranny of it. How do we do it? Whatever it is for you. Maybe your strategy of how to do it, you get all excited, you make your list of your business, your goals, whatever that is, and you've talked to people and you've set up ideas and you're running them by other people, and you've got something on paper that you can now just, oh yeah, this is happening. And then what do? You go out and have you go out to dinner with some friends, and the next thing you do, you forget about it. The subconscious mind saying, yeah, we got all this written down, everything's happening, but no, I don't know how. I don't like what it sounds like. The subconscious mind just goes back to that 8-year-old child. Nah, not doing it. You know what the issue is. You may even know why the issue is, whatever it is that's keeping you from doing the strategy that you want to create the behavior. Oftentimes we don't know the how the whole how thing, how to do something is the uncertainty that we carry. We carry this sense of uncertainty. The breakthrough is the strategy. Where is your strategy? The behavior I want is my end result. I want to be able to get up in the morning, 6 o'clock. I want to go to the gym by 7. I want to be at my job by 9 o'clock. You have these things. And then you have all the responsibilities before 9 o'clock that you need to take care of, whether it be getting dressed or throwing a load of laundry in or putting the chicken in the crock pot or making sure the kids get up to school or whatever it is. But you know that 9 o'clock you have to be at work. So all these things have to happen, and you've created a strategy to get them all done, except you're running out of time in the morning. So now instead of getting up at 5:30, you still get up at 6, you just let something go. Now that's creating another new strategy. And now you just let it go. So what happens when you let it go? You're not doing it. You're not going to the gym anymore. You're not putting the chicken in the crock pot. I'll just pick something up on the way home. You start letting things go because you're overwhelmed. Let me help you. One of the things I love is to help people who are overwhelmed. They're overthinking. They're scratching their head how to get past this and do that. There's so many wonderful ways that I can use hypnotherapy. And even my friend Santa here can help you too. He doesn't have his email up, but if you want to get a hold of him, call me and I'll put you in touch. He will be happy to be of help to you too. Some people would rather have a male voice, and he's a hypnotherapist too, and a Santa Claus full-time. I'm giving you a plug because you did my show last week, and thank you. Information. So now we've got this whole cluttered thing going on. We're breakthrough in the strategy. Where's the strategy? You don't have it. And sometimes we'll use what I call excuses instead of strategy. We have this cultural idea. Well, I'm too fat. I can't do it anymore. I hurt my toe 6 months ago, and I have to wait before I can go do the treadmill. Well, what about your arms? Work your arms. Well, if I'm going to do it, I just want to do it all, not at all. All they are just cultural excuses that you've given something. Get off your ass and get busy doing the things you want to accomplish. Write them down, make a list. Santa will check it twice for you anyway, so don't worry about that. Just do it, right? But then you get that breakthrough. Then now you have all this wonderful idea, this goal you're going for, and you're letting it go. I don't know how to do it, but that's okay, because all the information that you need to do the thing that you want to do, it's all free information. Almost everybody has access to information now, how to do something. You could build a house from the internet, just learning how to do it. You can do you can go to learn all the things you need to do to go to school, get your education. You may not get the degree piece of paper, but you can learn everything that I learned when I was in college. What we find is that I know the information's out there. I'll just deal with it later. I trust that I'll find my strategy at some point. There's a content provider, her name's Mel Robbins. Love her. She says, what are you waiting for? No one's going to pick you. It just is. Stop waiting for something to happen to you. Get out there and start doing it, because that phone is not going to ring for you to say, hey, I got this thing that no, it's not going to happen like that. It's not going to happen like that. How is it going to happen? By you getting up and moving, just moving. Your back is against the wall, as Dwayne Johnson says. He's like, don't let anybody outwork you. He says no one will outwork him. Great. Don't let anybody outwork you. In my field of practice, I want to be so authentic and so transparent. So when I say I'm doing a thing, I'm doing a thing. I'm not just verbal diatribe and just words of, verbal diatribe. I'm actually doing a thing. I'm not doing it maybe as successful as some say they are. I sometimes wonder how successful some people are, that they say they're that successful. They might be living that way, and they might be, trying. Strategy holds your story. Change your story, you change your strategy. When you change your strategy, you create a new behavior. When you are pissed off at somebody, you can remember everything they did wrong. But when you're in love, there is no wrong. There is no wrong at first. So don't, it's like you can pick and choose. That's how your imagination works. It's so incredibly powerful. It's mind-boggling how powerful your subconscious mind can be. If your pain is gone, what would you like to create for your life? If your emotional pain or your physical pain is gone, what is it that you want to do for your life right now? Just imagine your pain is gone. Now, what would you like to create? But I can't imagine my pain gone. I've been in pain for so long. It's chronic. I understand chronic pain. I have chronic pain. Few people know about my chronic pain because I don't advertise it. It just is what it is. I'm a badass when it comes, but actually I'm not. I'm just trying not to be a wimp, if you will. Just create the life that you want in your mind without the issues that are blocking you. And how will all of this that you want to create for your life, how is it going to happen for you? How will it help you? How will it happen for you? And then how is it going to help you achieve the goal that you want? Are you motivated? How are you motivated? Are you energized? How are you energized? What is it that has to change in your life to help you become motivated? Self-motivation is the only way that you're going to be truly motivated. You can be motivated, and I'm just preaching to the choir here, people. You can be truly motivated by exterior focuses, but you're not going to be fully motivated until it comes from within. You've got to learn what it is inside of you that's helping you become that motivation. You don't have to become, you don't have it because of a good reason, the reason that you haven't dealt with yet. I have a good reason why I can't have the thing that I want to create for my life because, my back hurts. That's my good reason. My back hurts. I have a broken ankle 6 months ago. Whatever the excuse you want to give. I got kids. I gotta, I gotta work with my kids, and I gotta take them here and there. I understand that. I did the same thing, and I still yet created a life for myself. I dealt with whatever it is that needed to be dealt with for me. And now, and my brother-in-law told me, God rest his soul, I was 18 years old. I just had a car accident like 6 months before. And I had broken my neck. And I had a brace thing on my neck, and we were at Knott's Berry Farm. And then I couldn't go on many of the rides, but I remember looking back, I was definitely afraid of roller coasters. And I used that as an excuse not to go on the roller coasters, so nobody would make me feel bad for being afraid of roller coasters. And now I don't care if you know, but I remember back then. And then he told me, he said, there's going to come a time in your life, Isla, when you wake up, something is going to hurt, and there ain't damn thing you can do about it. It's just is. Now, I partially believe that. I mean, age comes. I mean, I've had an arthritis thing going on all day with my hand. Tomorrow it'll be gone. And maybe my thumb will hurt or whatever. Or I was in the ER last week because of a pulled muscle up here, my pectorals or something. But, it's like it comes and it goes. I'm not going to cry over it or whatever. And procrastination. Imagine doing the one project. Just imagine it done. And then sit with that imagination that it's done. And relax for 5 minutes. And then tomorrow, do the same thing again. Imagining yourself sitting with your imagination, imagining you doing the one thing. You're not actually doing, you're just imagining it done. Now, I did this about a week and a half ago when I wasn't feeling really good with this pulled muscle thing. And I'm like, I have a back room here and I've kind of been using it for storage. And I really want to set it up as another therapy room and an office. And I can't figure out how to, I'm just overwhelmed in that room. So then I don't, so as I lay there, I thought, oh, I figured out my strategy. I imagined that room exactly how I want it. Now I've been imagining that room every single day, just exactly how I want it. And not there yet. I have to schedule a day in my schedule, which the universe is giving me the schedule I want with my clients. So now I've got this top heavy, okay, I got to get that room done, but I don't want to give up on my schedule that keeps coming to me. It just keeps, I get phone calls almost every day now for somebody who wants to schedule an appointment with me. And I love it. But Santa's saying procrastinators don't just procrastinate on one thing. It's everything. And then it overwhelms them. Yes. So it's called chunking down. How do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? You don't. So if it's many projects, just pick one. List your projects out. List them out. Don't hesitate. Just list. I'm going to get some water. I've been talking a lot today. I think for like the last 3 hours, nonstop. So you list out every single project that you have. And then pick the one. Just pick one. They don't have to be in any order. Just pick one. Maybe the easiest one. Pick out the easiest one that you want. That's fine. Okay, I want this project. I want this one done. The only project that I have right now is that room. Now, in that room, I've got many little projects that need to be taken care of, but my goal is to make that room so I can put furniture in it. I've got furniture waiting in another office that I got, blah, blah, blah. So I've got that one project. I'm just looking at my schedule where I could go in there because when I start, I don't want to stop. I don't want to say, oh, I got a client in an hour. When I have clients coming in, I always am present an hour before they get here so that I'm present with them. So if I have back-to-back clients, that's where my focus is. My focus is on those clients, not on that back room. So it's procrastinating a little bit for me. Yeah. I've been here since November and that room is still not usable yet. So I've got to do something to make it usable. And I know what part of the problem is. So I've already got it in my head, what it is, it's going to look like, and how I'm going to fix my organized mess back there. And I don't want to and the people are bugging me because you should just get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of anything. And it's like, I've already gotten rid of everything I can get rid of, but a lot of it's information that I use from my clients. Now, when I get it all that part organized and I get it on my computer and out in the cloud, then I can destroy it. I don't mind that at all. Maybe I just need to get a really cool scanner in here and just scan stuff, just scan, then I can move it around. How to deal with distractions when cleaning and going through things. Music, and having somebody with you that's very well organized helps a lot. It just helps a lot. So you're going through your stuff, and I do it because I go out there, I grab a box, I'm going to go through the box. I know I'm going to get distracted, but I'm only working on one banker's box, one of those small banker's box. I have a big TV here in my office, and I'll take that banker's box and a trash bag and another empty box. And my goal is to go through the box I brought out. I've got TV on with some mindless TV show that I don't care if I listen to or not. And because I can, especially something that I've seen over and over and over again, my go-to is Friends, because I know all the episodes. I can watch them, not watch them, listen to, I can be whatever I am. I know what's going on next, and I still laugh. But I'll go through the box I'm kind of paying attention to that. Okay, trash, keep, trash, keep, trash, keep, trash, keep, trash, keep. Now I've got that one done. If I have time, I'll go through another box. Sometimes it can take me anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour to go through one little banker's box, but it's just what that has to go through. Now, I did go through every single box in that office a few months ago looking for one piece of paper. I couldn't remember where it was, and it was for court, and I needed that piece of paper. It was a judgment. I had to have, it had a stamp on the back. I had to have that piece of paper. I was told it was going to be $280 for me to get another one stamped. And I didn't want to pay the two. So I had a girlfriend over, and we kicked ass. I said, this is what it looks like. I got a copy of it, put it on the wall. This is what it looks like. This is what we're looking for. This is the goal. So while I'm doing, I'm going to go through these boxes anyway, I might as well just start. And then so we got all of that. So I threw out like 3 big trash bags, kitchen bags full of paper, lots of paper, shredded paper, just kept going for it. So it was incredibly helpful to do that. So I'm not just talking about procrastination, but I am. If you want to be that person that strives, have grit, start looking at people that inspire. Somebody told me something today. Hang on, let me read it. It was this person. Yes. A client told me today about a book. I'm going to order the book. It's called Anthem Alter Ego. I think the last name of the author is Thomas. Alter Ego. It's about Kobe's Black Mamba. His fierce drive. Off the court, he was like this nice, super cool, loving husband and father. On the court, you weren't going to outwork him. Basically, I think it's what it works out to. You are not going to outwork him. So that's kind of like that. So I understand when you pick up the book, it's hard to put down. So I'll be looking forward to reading that book, and I'll give you a report if it does what I was told that it might do. So anyway, do you have any questions there, Senna? Even though I can't hear you, is procrastination leading to boredom? Hoarding? No, I don't think so. Maybe in part, but hoarding is a definite mental deficiency. You can't let anything go. You can't. You just keep. It's like I'm going to save this. It's broken, but maybe I can fix it. But then you also have, stacks, 4-foot high stacks, 5-foot tall stacks of all these newspapers for the last 20 years, because there's an article in each one, and you want to read it. It's been 20 years since you touched them. You probably can't even read the print anymore, but don't touch my stack. I know people who are hoarders so bad, they can't have anybody over their house because their walkway is just wide enough for them to walk through so they can get to their kitchen, their bathroom, and their bedroom, and that's it. There's no other place for them to go. It's sad, but there's something mentally wrong with that. I don't think it's procrastination. They're stuck. It's not that they don't want to clean it up. They're afraid to let things go. Somebody was telling me about being a hoarder the other day, not too long ago. And you're stuck. You're just mentally stuck. Hey, I'm going to be working with Joe Tabanella this weekend in NLP. I'm going to ask him more about hoarding. I'll get back to you on that one and get his opinion about it. That would be really, really cool to have his input on that. So yeah, I'll put that in the chat. Anyway, I must be going. I will see you all next week. I hope this was a little bit helpful. I just kind of jotted down some things that I learned over the week, and I thought I'd just share them back at you. And those of you that are from HMI that do ever see this, I will be posting a transparency post. I started writing it. I need to erase some stuff that's not important. But just some thoughts I had about people who say they're successful, but are they really? Are they really? Really? Oh, and hoarding is learned too. If your family hoards, you're probably going to be a hoard. There was a family when I was growing up. I couldn't go 1 foot into their front door. The smell was so bad. It was so bad. I just remember that was just the most frightful thing. And they're just sitting on top of muck. There's actually a Friends episode of the character that plays Ross. He is dating this gal who's such a complete mess. I don't remember. It was after him, and so it's like season 4 or 5 or 6, somewhere in there. And but he was dating this gorgeous, fun, loving. He walks into her house, and she's like, "Go ahead and have a seat." And he's like, and mouthing, "Where?" He didn't know where. It's like she's throwing food all over the floor to feed her pet hamster, who just has free run in the house, and potato chip bags and dirt and dirty dishes, and it's like, that's probably more of a messy kind of, very messy, not what that's a procrastinator. I don't want to clean things up, in my opinion. Although I do know procrastinators that keep things clean, they just don't get projects done. So there's a lot of levels here, lots of different levels. You got a clean kitchen, you got a clean bathroom, your bed's made, clean clothes, but there's like a half dozen projects that need to get done that you just put off. I don't have the right tool. Okay, well, let's go back to my notes real quick. You don't have the right tool because you don't have it because of a good reason. Because you haven't dealt with the reasoning you don't have the right tool. So get the right tool. Go buy yourself a whole bunch of whatever the right tool is. I don't have the money. Earn it and save it. I'll help you. I'm learning this myself too. It's nice to look at my bank account and see that there's more than 55 cents in there. Well, that's my business account. I'm not talking about my personal account, but my business account. It's money in, money out, money in, money out, etc. So yeah, but it's nice. Here it is, the 20th, and I'm ready for already all of my May bills ready to start. And all my April ones are taken care of. I'm just elated. So that's, I'm just working on that aspect of myself. And I've been able to buy a few fun things in the meanwhile, being very careful, just being budget conscious or whatever. But I didn't want to make excuses why to my landlord or to the utility company. I don't want to make excuses. I don't have the money. Yeah, I do. I just need to spend it where it needs to go. So if you have a money problem, procrastinating on, your priorities versus your wants, versus your needs, that kind of thing. Yeah, hypnosis can help with that. Okay, I have to be home in 5 minutes. So I'm going to let everybody go. Take care. We'll see you next week. Thank you for joining, Santa, and all of you that joined me on the YouTube.